All right, peace and blessings. March the 19th, the year 2019. And we have a request from Free Lazor, who spent 36 years in prison. So here's the request. It comes in from his good friend, Ken Masat. And so just to let you know, we do have a web page. It says 35 years. I need to update that. It's 36 years. And his good friend, Ken Masat, let me zoom in on this. Or zoomed, it's maybe 200%. He says, "Dear Lazor supporters, Free called me today and explained that he is finalizing his request to the parole board for an early rehearing of his much-needed parole. Keep in mind that Free Lazor has spent 36 years in prison as an innocent man. Lots of letters would indicate concern and support for his cause. Letters need not be lengthy, certainly no more than 1 page. Just stay on point and make an appeal from your own personal concern and maybe indicate your knowledge of him as I did in my letter attached here below. We must continue to pray and intercede. In his service, Ken Masat." And I got to tell you, you get a chance to meet some really special people, working with prisoners, and Ken Masat is a very special man, and I praise God that Free Lazor has a good friend like Ken Masat. But let's read Ken Masat's letter if I can find it. Yeah, here we go, right here. So here's what Ken Masat has to say. He's writing it to the Director, California Board of Parole Hearings, P.O. Box 4036, Sacramento, California, 95812. "Dear Sir, I have written to your office on several occasions for the above named inmate, Free Lazor. I am writing again today to appeal to someone with a sense of mercy and justice to look into his case and his appeal for a rehearing. I last wrote in July of last year. I am enclosing a copy of that letter that goes into detail related my background and my relationship with Mr. Lazor. Mr. Lazor has long past served his time, even if it had been actual second-degree murder as charged, and not the actual case of self-defense in his own home. His record, along with numerous affidavits of fellow images, I think he means inmates, who have risked their own security, combined to provide an indictment of his continued incarceration. Mr. Lazor has gone the extra mile to improve himself and is certainly not a threat to society. In the contrary, we have repeatedly offered to accept him into our Christian community here in Texas and would provide work and a home for him. Our family and our church have been ministering to prisoners such as Mr. Lazor for over 25 years. I am a former Navy fighter pilot, having served off a carrier in Vietnam, and am now a retired airline pilot. I have seen and experienced many things, but nothing has been quite as incredulous as inmate Lazor's story and his abysmal mistreatment over 36 years and lack of consideration at his parole hearings. If only half of the evidence he has collected were half true, it would cry out for mercy and true justice. We once again state that we are ready to accept responsibility for his behavior and care after his release. Mr. Lazor possesses great potential, which could be a contribution to society, which has too long been wasted, and redemption is now overdue. Please move strongly in his behalf to provide an early and considerate rehearing to ensure his long-delayed justice. Sincerely, in His Majesty's service, Ken Masat, Minister. Proverbs 3:27. Withhold not mercy from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hands to do it. Okay, I also wrote my own letter. It's not as good as Ken Masat, but it's mine nonetheless. I'm going to date it today, March the 19th. It will go. It will go out tomorrow. It's to the same address, and it says, it's very short. It just says, "Dear Sir, I would like to write a letter on behalf of Free Lazor to grant an early rehearing of his much-needed parole. My wife and I run a small Christian prison ministry in Texas, and we have communicated with Free Lazor many times on the phone and via U.S. mail. I believe Free to be a man of the highest integrity and strong Christian faith. Maybe I should put his last name as well. It would be such a wonderful thing if you would see fit to grant Free Lazor his freedom after these 36-plus long years in prison. All glory to Jesus Christ. Rudy Davis, Chaplain. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So that's my letter to Free Lazor's parole board. Free Lazor is asking all of us to write letters to his parole board. I've just shown you two as an example, and I'll put the address in the comment section, and we encourage you to write a letter on Free's behalf to the parole board. Thank you for your time.